Hey, what's up, guys? This is Johnny Con here, aka Not Such a Conqueror. So, I wanted to give a little tutorial on how to work with this book, the Goetic, or at least how I do it, the Goetic Pathworking book. Now, this is a more simplified version than doing the traditional Solomonic, method. This one's mostly based on like visualizing the circle, the four elements. Um, Now, in the book, it says that an offering isn't necessary. However, and my more experienced friend agrees that you probably should offer something eventually, especially when you work with these entities frequently. I would. Okay. So now you start off. Well, me, what I do. Okay, I'm gonna give you the way that I do it, and it's very, very close to the book, with one minor exception, and I'll tell you right now. So you visualize the four elements, right? I sit down, and I imagine. I start off with earth, right? I imagine like dirt around me, like in a circle, or mud, or whatever. For me, like dark dirt is even better. I imagine like dark dirt around me, dark mud around me, like in a circle. And then I imagine air going around me, like leaves. I imagine that. And then I imagine being like marooned, like on a little island in the middle of the ocean, as impractical as that is, or whatever, right? And then I imagine a ring of fire around me. A ring of fire. Okay, so we do that. Now, for each entity, or if demon or whatever, there's usually like four lines, to call upon them with the sigil, right? So you go through each four of the lines. For example, the first line might be the sound of iron. You imagine iron being hammered. Line 2 might be a rag drenched in blood. You'll imagine that. Boom, on to the next sentence. Number 3 could be the smell of burning hair. You imagine that. Boom, on to the next. So it's usually four lines. Now, it'll have the sigil. According to the method, you blow on the sigil. Okay? After each line, you blow on the sigil. I do it twice. I move on to the next line. I imagine or whatever. I blow on the sigil twice. You state your request after you're done with the four sentences. And then you blow on the sigil. The only difference that I do, I recite the Goetics N every time that I'm imagining the circle. Wind, fire, earth, whatever. I recite the N over and over. Another trick that my friend / mentor taught me, when you're calling upon a Goetic or any kind of entity or demon, demoness, imagine you calling the name and it reverberating throughout the universe. Imagine it reverberating in the sky. Imagine it going out into the universe. That's what I do, If you work with some of these entities frequently, I would research what they like in particular and do that, because in my book, it's better to create some kind of, how do I say this, rapport or relationship with the demon or the entity, It's just, it's the right thing to do, Or if you're just working with that entity once or twice, cool, But if you're going to be working with them constantly, you should probably, give some kind of offering or learn what they like. That's what I would do. But overall, very easy book to work with. Now, you can... Ooh, this is a nice order. Sorry, guys. Hey, what's up, guys? Like 1 hour later. That was dope, man. See? I was speaking pretty well.